The council meeting, a few big ticket items were approved for the Omaha Police Department.
Our Marla Lundak reports that the new equipment will cost over $800,000. She spoke with OPD about the value and importance this afternoon.
You may have seen it, whether it's at a major Omaha event or during an emergency call.
We're called out approximately 80 times a year. Some very important, dangerous calls.
The Omaha Police bomb truck. Deputy Chief Steve Severny tells 6 News it's used more often than you'd think.
We provide bomb response for not only the Omaha community, but 3 counties, including Douglas County, Sarpy, and Washington County, along with all the smaller agencies that are contained within those counties.
And on Tuesday, Omaha City Council approved just shy of $600,000 for the department to buy a new one. Severny says it's long overdue.
Our current bomb truck, our bomb response unit truck, is about 20 years old. It's a 2004 Chevy, and it is really experiencing a lot of mechanical issues, and it also is outdated from a technological standpoint as well.
The truck has the capability to properly contain explosive devices and dispose of them. Just this summer, the bomb squad was called to a suspicious package at the College World Series. It's
really a critical piece of equipment that we utilize all the time for safety and security of the residents of Omaha, not just Omaha, but all the surrounding communities as well, the entire metro area. And it's so important to stay up, with the advancement of technology for that particular unit.
The prices of this kind of equipment was continuing to rise. Severny says there's no better time than now.
It is costly, but well worth it for the safety and the lives of everyone in this community.
On your side in Omaha, Marla Lundak, 6 News.
The department was also authorized to spend more than $200,000 on equipment for the forensics unit. The gear allows investigators to scan a crime scene with a laser and create a 3D virtual image of it to be used for further investigations and in the courtroom.